The first rays of sunlight broke over the city like bright, glittering fingers of the gods, sweeping aside the darkness. Inej shivered and pulled the worn shawl that had belonged to her mother tighter around her shoulders as she watched the city out the window. She'd been sitting on the edge of the narrow, thin mattress she called a bed for the last hour, waiting for dawn. She drew in a long breath and grabbed her bag as she stood. Her eyes scanned the living quarters that had been her home for the past 4 years. It wasn't much. In fact, it could barely be called a residence. The walls were cracked and looked as if they might buckle at any moment. Her only lock was the chair she wedged against the door. Many might turn their noses up at the state of it, but it had been hers. It had taken minutes to pack up her meager belongings into the bag. Now, as she looked about the space, she wondered where the past years had gone. She had fallen into a rut without even knowing it. Or maybe she had known. She had a mundane life, cleaning the homes of the wealthy while scraping together enough coin to keep a roof over her head and food in her belly. Sometimes she went without a meal, just to ensure she had a place to lay her head. Too many years without had made her cherish her teeny flat all the more, and she had sworn never to be without a home again. Yet here she was, walking away from all of it. A part of her fought against the idea of leaving, to venture not just out of the city, but into an unknown region, to do something she would normally never do. All her life she had fought to have a home, food and clothing. There was no assurance she would make it to her destination, even less that she would complete her mission. If she did succeed, if she did return, then she would figure things out then. No use worrying about any of it now. Inej turned to the window once more. A ball of red-orange rose higher, banishing the last vestiges of fog and darkness. Every night she had gone to bed looking up at the stars. Every morning before heading out to work, she had gazed outside, not at the people, but at the sky. Not to dream of a life that was out of her grasp. She was much too practical for that. Instead, she looked at the beauty above her. Whether it was raining or the sky was clear, day or night, it didn't matter. She didn't have friends. She wasn't the sort to open herself up to such associations, but Krata hadn't seemed to notice. The petite girl with her bright blue eyes and sunlit hair seemed to be made of joy itself, the opposite of Inej in every way.